The poisonous rain started without any warning. As soon as the acid hit the streets, everything began to melt. Even the cars couldn't survive. Their outer layers started dissolving. Windshields cracked and began to drip. A child looked outside through the sunroof, waiting for death. The rain wouldn't stop. People left their cars and ran to find shelter. The roads had turned into hell. After some time, the rain finally stopped. A man took his wife and child on a bike and started heading towards a shelter outside the city. But luck was not on their side. The bike started smoking because it had run too much. No one knew when the next rain would come, so they left the bike and started walking. The man gave the only helmet to his child. Dark clouds gathered in the sky again. The rain was about to start. The man ran with his family towards the forest. After running for a long time, his wife fell down from exhaustion. The child tried to say something, but instead of stopping, the man gave courage to his wife and told her to keep going. While crossing the forest, the child got extremely thirsty. The man stopped and handed him the last water bottle. When they finally reached the shelter outside the city, it was already full. The guards didn't let anyone in. The man arrived with his wife and child. People were begging, but the guards said there was no space. Suddenly, gunshots were fired. The crowd scattered. The child was now extremely dehydrated. The man picked up an empty plastic bottle from the ground and told them both to keep walking while he went to find water. He ran alone. Finally, he found a house. He broke the door and rushed inside, filling the bottle from the tap. But then a man with a gun appeared. The man raised his hands and said he only needed water. When he mentioned his family, the house owner offered him shelter in the basement. But there was only one space left. The man stood there shaking, knowing staying meant surviving. But his family was still waiting. The dark clouds were getting closer. The mother kept walking with her son. The child took off his helmet and shouted, "Why didn't you stop, Dad?" The mother stayed silent. Suddenly, they heard a scream in the distance. The poisonous rain had begun again. They held each other tightly. Just then, the man came running back. He put the helmet back on his son and ran with the whole family towards the forest. On the way, he found a metal sheet. He held it above their heads to protect them from the rain. The rain grew heavier. His skin started burning, but he didn't stop. His hands were burned. His face was unrecognizable, but he didn't give up. Up ahead, he saw a cave. With his last breath, he pushed his family inside. Then he collapsed forever. The woman removed the burnt clothes from his body, held her son close, and cried, but acid started leaking from the cave walls. The mother kept pushing her son forward. The cave began to collapse. She pressed her body against the falling wall so her son could keep crawling. And then the cave fell. The mother was buried right there. The child crawled and crawled until he finally got out. The rain had stopped. In front of him was only destruction. Now he had no parents left. How would he survive alone?